Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a top-down analysis and a review of what we are expecting from the chart this week. Actually, that's what we're going to do a review for. But before you go on your chart, you first check your forexfactory.com. You check my forexbook.com for all the news that we are expecting this week to happen, right? Okay, I mistakenly deleted this one. So we have here our DXY, which gives us a summary of the direction we are expecting price to go to for this week. And I'm a trend trader. I have no trade to take this week because why? We'll start from top down analysis, right? If I shrink my chart like this very, very well, I would see that what am I seeing on the chart? I'm seeing price pulled up here, did this, pulled up there, did this, pulled up here, did this, and pulled up there, right? That's what I'm seeing price did, right? This is the whole scenario here on the XY on 4 hours. If I had used my Fibonacci from this low to this high. I always give a shout out to my coaches because teaching trading is not easy. I won't lie. Some people will complain that my coach is not doing that, doing this. It's not their fault. They are trying their best. I always give a shout out to them because they did their best for me, and I always give a shout out to them. So looking at all this section here, you will see a mitigation block, which is a failed swing point. Also, this high not being taken is a trend line. This high was not being taken now, making this a mitigation block on 1 month time frame. The next question I'll ask myself is it on discount or premium? If you look inside here very, very well, you will realize that price is at what the discount level. Can you see? This on 1 month time frame, price at the discount level. Now, if you zoom up very, very well, we will realize that there's a fair value gap here which price reacted and still broke it down, and there's a fair value gap here with a demand zone which are expecting price to come up here and tap in that is fair value gap or this particular fair value gap. So we're expecting more of a bullish move since we're already in our what discount on DXY. If you go down to your what, let me delete this whole thing. If you go back to your one week chart, right? Normally this would have been a good a good supply zone for price to tap in here since it had a fair value gap and clear out this low, right? Clear out this low. That what we're expecting price to do. But because we're coming from a 1 month fair value gap, there's high tendency that price might still go up and clear out this high might end up becoming a liquidity. Because why? On 1 month time frame, we know that we are on what discount, and the whole time frame is what a bearish scenario based on 1 month time frame. This is just the XY. You can see that there's a shift of market structure here. There's a sell side liquidity there, right? And there's a fair value gap. So we're in the discount level. So on 1 week, we're expecting price to what? To clear out this high. Price to do something like this, come up a little bit and come down again and continue going up. That's what we're expecting price to do. But now price has to violate this 1 week order block to align with the 1 month trend. Now, if you look at 1 day trend, like I said, I decided to be a what? A trend trader. Normally, this would have been our demand zone, this other block would have been our demand zone because it came with what a fair value gap under, right? It had a fair value gap under. But if you look inside here, don't forget I said that a mitigation block is a failed swing point. See what happened? This point was failed. Can you see? There's a swing point here, and what can you see? Price kept going up. Can you see it yourself? Price kept going up. So indirectly, I did a short video of mitigation block aligning with a fair value gap. This made it a mitigation block. And don't forget also, this is also a supply zone to go down. But also we had a demand zone under here, which price has tapped into, aligning with our 1 month movement. And don't forget, I'm still expecting price to clear out this high to finally align that price want to go with the bullish movement from 1 month. Now on 1 month time frame also, what am I looking at? The month is about to come to an end, so I don't really know what the market wants to do. Many people would have taken it as a bearish momentum because the week closed before, like after this candle the week closed, but we know that we are in our discount and price is reacting at the fair value gap, so price has to take out liquidity targeting that is fair value gap or this fair value gap. So on one day, what did I see? Price reacted in a mitigation block, right? A mitigation block, and cleared out external range liquidity here. But now I'm waiting for this external range liquidity to be finally closed with a body, not a wick. I'm swing trading and I'm following the trend of the market, so bear with me. And what am I looking at? Either price come to the discount level, to this level, I will take my Fibonacci from this low to this high. You can see how big this fair value gap, or I'll call it liquidity void. You can take 50% and call it what? Your consequent encroachment. That means I'm looking for price. If I look at this whole scenario here, top analysis from 1 month on GBPUSD, I have what? I have a what? A buy side liquidity, right? And if you look inside here, if you drag your line out across here, you realize that this is a breaker block. So it's possible that price went to react at this breaker block on 1 month. Now, what do I have? I also have a swing point. Okay, let's do this. Price did a break of structure here as a buy side liquidity, took out liquidity below. So indirectly, what do I have? I have an order block with a what? A tiny fair value gap, and I have a fair value gap here on 1 month. But based on what I'm seeing on DXY, this sell might be much. Now, what do I have here again? On 1 week, what am I seeing? Price has violated this swing point, signaling to me a shift in market structure, right? A shift in market structure. There's a fair value gap here. That's our sell side liquidity, sorry. Sell side liquidity. There's a fair value gap here and an order block. But if I go down to this fair value gap order block, just put a line there though. You can put a second line there because price might come back there to react a little bit up like this and keep going down again. I don't know. I'm just saying based on what I think. Now, if you look at that fair value gap on 1 week, what do we have there? We have a what? A supply zone around there here. Can you see it? A supply zone around there. So it's aligning with the fair value gap of 1 week and other block, or sorry, a supply zone on 1 day there. Now, if you look at this, right, what do I see? Price what? Price did what? A break of structure, or I'll call it a sell side liquidity, right? On 1 day, a sell side liquidity. And I'm expecting price, if I want to use the optimum trade entry, you can put 0.61. It's still your choice. Expecting price to get around here, but I'm targeting the OB or fair value gap around here. So I'm expecting price, for those that do correction trading, can wait for a shift of market structure on 1 hour and take it up for a buy to that level. It's your choice. The same thing is going for DXY. The same thing is going for, what are you calling it, EU trade. There was what? There was a supply zone around here. There was a supply zone around here. Can you see it? There was a supply zone around here, or I'll call this a mitigation block, because you can see what happened there, right? Let me draw it for you to see. Price went up, came down, created a swing point, came up again and came down and reacted there, right? And what do I see? What I'm expecting price to do is to come up here, other block. But let me check it on 1 week. On 1 week, what do I have? I have an order block that is here. There is no fair value gap except this one that has just been violated. And if I look at it again on 1 week, this swing point is also getting violated also. Check it on 1 month. Okay, that 1 week, the trend has shifted on 1 week time frame, but you be careful around the supply zone. But on 1 week time frame, the trend has shifted. So I'm expecting price to come around this OB. If the market there closed for the week, I'm expecting price to come around here, going back to the 1 day time frame. That's this 1 week aligning with 1 day, other block. And what do I have again? I'm expecting price to come around here to take my sales to continue down. Then for gold, sometimes gold do not really respect DXY. Sometimes, I'm not saying every time, but sometimes. But if you look at gold on 1 month, it's something that is very straightforward for me, right? On 1 month, I have a supply, a demand zone here aligning with a fair value gap, signaling to me that I'm on premium. And what am I seeing? Price has just been going bullish for some time now, throughout last year till bullish, bullish, bullish. Now, on 1 week, what do I see on 1 week? Let me use a clean chart. On 1 week, what do I see? There was a supply, there was a demand zone here, aligning with what? Aligning with a fair value gap around here, right? And we all know that 1 week fair value gap are always very, very strong. So I'm expecting price to clear out this liquidity above here. That is money. Price will clear out that liquidity. That is money around up here for 1 week. But now this is where the whole choppy chart comes in. It comes in from 1 day scenario. Now, if you look at 1 day scenario and if you look inside well, don't forget mitigation block is a failed swing point. Price did this, ta ta ta. There was a mitigation block here, failed swing point, ta ta ta. Can you see it? Let me stop it here. And price went down again. And what did price do? It still went up again. It didn't close the body here, but it did this, ta ta ta, did this, right? How many touch do we have here? I have double top, double touchings, right? That's equal high. Now, if I look at it very, very, very well internally, this is the last order block that is here. Even though it doesn't have a fair value gap, it has liquidity. That's why I kind of took the trade, because I saw liquidity. Now, there's equal high here, and there's also money here from 1 week. There's also money here. If I also do my trend line, it's also showing me money also. I'm a swing trader, right? So I took the trade from here. I waited for a mitigation block to be created. Normally, I'm following a weird rule of three candle, but if you look at it in here, there was a liquidity grab under here. This was a liquidity grab. And what do you see again? There was a what? A shift of market structure with a body. 1 hour MSS. So I took my own entry from the fair value gap, I think. And yeah, my entry was from here, around here though, and my stop loss is around here, because this is a mitigation block. But indirectly, I'll call it a breaker block because it took out liquidity. So it's a breaker block is there, fair value gap also, and with a fair value with another block. And I'm targeting that equal high. That two touches. Where is it? Yeah. The two touches, that's what I'm targeting. That's for the swing trade. So I hope it goes that way. For now, I only picked out three pairs: GBPUSD, EURUSD, and gold for now. So I want to see how gold plays out. This week is a very hot week for everybody. Everybody's kind of tensed on how the market is going to be like, because of the news are so red. But let's be hopeful and let's see how it plays out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ask your questions. And a big shout out to my coaches. I'm grateful for their hard work and for replying chats when we all have questions to answer and to push us through to grow in the trading world. So a big shout out to them also, and thank you.